Okay. So myself, Suresh, I have 8+ experience in IoT industry. So I have been working in as a some so and so company, and so I will give you full details about IoT. So what is IoT? So what is the uses of IoT industry? So where IoT is useful? So why IoT is popular? All the things I will give you clear details about today's session. So before that, so confirm you your quick introduction. Like, so what do you know? Like, why do you choose IoT platform? Like, so what you done till now? So are working or like just completed your graduation? So tell me about how many like, yourselves. Like, how many are working? So what's your background? Like, so that I will give you some suggestions regarding this IoT session. So how many is working? So just text me. That's also enough. So no one is working.
Yes, working.
Okay. So what's your like background? Like you completed your BTech or
Sir,
like
BTED completed and Android platform. Working on Android platform since 5 years.
okay, working in Android platform, right? Okay. So
Yeah.
anyone is working? Okay. So except from this guy. Okay. So cloud, fine. So what's your background? Like you completed a BTech or MCA? Like what? So BTech. Okay, fine. So all are you anyone in other category? Like except BTech, anyone is there? Okay, fine. So let's give you some introduction of IoT. So IoT platform. So where it is useful. So what is meant by IoT? So this application is where we can use by choosing this IoT. So this is using to your career or not. So you can get the full clarification after completion of the this entire session. So today I will give you full introduction and details of the IoT. So IoT means what? So in this name, so I will give you simple clarification. So Internet of Things. So what do you know about things? So in this we have two words, internet and second one is things. So internet, so everyone we are using internet for communicating one to other. Like so if we want to call video call, so we need to use internet. Without internet we can't use mobile phone right now. So anyone already and things are nothing but uh, internet is nothing but it's a communication platform. So things means physical devices. So physical devices means which we can see. Like if you see your surroundings. So if you are watching this video on mobile phone, so that is a thing. So and if you are using wallet like laptop or TV, so anything is nothing but it's physical devices we can call as things. So Internet of Things, whichever the things is connected to the internet, so those are all called as IoT things. So these devices we can communicate, we can share, we can control. So some of the devices. So here Internet of Things is full form is nothing but this is a system. It is interrelated to devices which are connected to the internet. That means whatever the devices is connected to the internet, all the devices we can control, we can communicate. So we can, these devices can share one into the another, like, so these are different types are there. Like I will give you some simple clarification. So for example, how many devices are connected to internet surrounding, like mobile phone is connected, right? So laptop is connected. So laptop is also, it's whatever the devices connected to the internet, all the devices connect, nothing but it's IoT devices. So in earlier version, so we don't have internet. So now internet is everywhere, so that we can do all the things through internet. So if you want to book a tickets, like we can open mobile app and our web page, we can directly book our tickets from here. And same thing, if you want to see anything, like share our information or video calls, all the things, the data sharing, all the things is possible. It's very fraction of seconds by using internet. So what actually the internet of things means? So internet of things is nothing but it's a combination of embedded devices, so which are having sensors, all the devices connected with the internet, so that we can communicate to the particular devices. And also machine to machine, the one machine is communicating to the other machine, that is possible with internet of things. So here you can see, I will give it the example. If you go with the smart home automation, so if you want to control your door, so how you can control, like, so you just open manually. But if your that device is IoT, so when you go to the your like home, so there is a camera. The camera is watching your face. So it is comparing with your face details, like it is already in the database. So once the data is matched, then it will automatically open your door, and it will give the feedback also, like it will send some notification message to your mobile phone, so that you will get some identification, like the person is authorized or not. So the owner can get the alert message. And the same, not only door, so we can control all the devices. Like if you want to control your smart AC, so if your device is AC, that device have IoT connection. That means it will have some IP address. How it can identify that IP means, if you have like two rooms, like room one is having AC1, room two is having AC2. So how we can communicate particular AC? So because of address, that device is having particular IP address, so that we can connect to the particular IP, and we can. So can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So particular IP address, and we can communicate, we can control particular AC. For example, if you are not in the, say, like house, you are going where somewhere, like you have forgot about to switch off the AC, so that you can open your smart IoT app application. So in that you can change, turn off the AC, turn on the AC, and you can increase this AC's compression speed or temperature, and all you can set. So if it is a smart AC with the automation, means that AC is identifying, like everything is connected with one single application. Like for example, this is a smart home, right? So here in this home, I have this is consume assuming like as AC. So this is a washing machine. This is like for example kitchen. So when you wake up at the morning time, so the things is completely automated. How it will possible? These all are possible with IoT. So for example, when you wake up, so the alarm is ring. So that means based on the time, so this alarm, like this system is giving indication to your kitchen section. Make breakfast ready, like bread or anything. So after that, heater will on automatically in bathroom. So without wasting of time, like the things all are makes automate, so that you can save you a lot of time, and the things is very, like things all are makes smarter. And you went to the like uh, office, so you forgot about to turn off the AC, so then it will give automatic information to your mobile phone, like you are not in the house, it will detect based on the sensors. Like there are some passive infrared sensors, so every time it detects person is present or not. So once the person is not present, like it will send some message notification to the owner, so that we will get some message alert. So once the message, what message we are getting, like you are not in house, like please check your AC turn off, like, or else if you're not like seeing that message, the system is automatically turn off and it will send feedback message also, so that you will get complete automation. So it will give alert and also make automatic control, all are possible with IoT. So I will tell you. So by using IoT, so the things automatically communicate with one into the another. That means machine to machine, it will communicate very efficiently, and it will make our daily life very easy and more efficient with less time. So this is the thing is possible with IoT. So this is about small introduction of IoT. So let's see one by one.
Hello,
Well, no.
sir, your voice is not audible.
Yeah. So now my voice is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So fine. So today we'll see all the things, like these all the topics we'll cover in this section. So what is IoT? So what is it necessary? Why IoT is popular? So why everyone said IoT is a very big platform to choose, it's necessary. So what is it importance? What is it necessary? We'll discuss. After that, we'll go to the next topic, how IoT works. So actually, if you want to design some IoT, if you want to make your home automation, like hospital automation, like health, agriculture automation. So what are the things is required? So what we require, how it works? What is the internal architecture of IoT? So what are the different structures using in IoT? We'll see. After that, we'll go to the applications. So where IoT is actually works. So what are the different applications in IoT? We'll see. Later, we'll go to the advantages of IoT. So what is the advantages? Applications of IoT. After that, what are the advantages and the disadvantages of IoT? We'll see all by using this platform. So one second.
Sir, voice is not clear means. Hello? Sir, your voice is not.
Yeah. So now we'll see what are the advantages and disadvantages of IoT. After that, what are the future scope? So by choosing IoT platform, what are the companies are using IoT technology? So what are the jobs roles? So where we can uh, go to the which platform is suitable? So what are the different job roles is available in IoT? All we can see in this session. Let's start with our session. So what is IoT? So IoT is nothing but it's a Internet of Things. All the things, physical devices connected to the internet, so that these devices can share or communicate and control all each other without using human interaction, or it will use small human interaction. So all it possible with IoT things. So by using IoT, so the things are smarter, so that every devices can communicate each other. For example, the machine to machine, it will communicate each other. Like for example, uh, uh, so there is some uh, IoT device in your home. That means every device should have some connectivity. That means wireless communication or wired communication, whatever. For example, all of you know Wi-Fi, right? So AC is connected to your centralized IoT device. That means gateways. So these AC is auto, like when you go to the home, like for example, I started from my office. So I go to the my colleague home, or like my house address house, like it will identify based on the my movement. So this device will automatically turn on the AC before going to the home, like it will cool the temperature in that room, so it makes ready. This is possible with IoT. So how it will possible, how the things is better, I will give you clear explanation. So why IoT is required, so what is the importance? Let's see this picture. So in currently here we can see the small picture of popularity. So population of people in all over world. So world population is in 2003 is 6.3 billion, and connected IoT devices is 500 millions only. So that means, so whatever the device, like in previous 5 years or like below before 3 years or 5 years back, so we don't have this much of Wi-Fi connectivity to all the phones, all the availability in your house or offices. But now the Wi-Fi is everywhere, so that everyone is having smartphones, and everyone can do all the things smarter. Like in before 5 years or before, in that before, like we can't do book tickets through phones. If you want to book movie tickets, that is also not possible. So we need to go to the particular uh, theater, or like particular stop. We can book our tickets and all. So now we can do all our using mobile apps from here only. So this is all possible because of IoT usage. So why see, this is the picture. So in 2010, so 6.8 billion people are using, population is there, and here connectivity of devices is double, like we can't imagine. So here 500 million devices only connected at the time. So now 12.5 billion devices are connected in 2010. So later 2015, so the number is drastically increased, like 12 to 25 billion devices connected to the internet. That means most of the people are interested to connect IoT, because all the things are smarter. So here in 2020, 7.6 billions of population is there. Now, how many devices are connected? So you can't assume. Every time the number is drastically increased, 25 billion to 50 billion devices. Now 2021. So because due to COVID crisis, a number of devices are increased, because it's rapidly increasing because of human to human interaction is very less due to COVID crisis. and most of the people are interested to connect all the devices are smarter without using human interaction. So that's what IoT industry is growing very fast. So because billions of devices are connected in future also. Let's see this picture. So here the entire spending time of this is assuming picture like from analytics. So here 2020 to 2025. So what are the industries are using IoT applications? Here you can see. So IoT security wise, so there is 3% is using like fingerprint, face detection, and door locking. So those all are called security. All the security areas they are using in 3%. Like it is also increasing drastically. So here you can see the picture. Like in 2020, so 2025 to so 411 billions of devices are connected because this is just assuming like this number may be increasing more later. So every time this is assuming like 24 to 27, like it will increase almost 128 billion devices connected right now. So later it will increase in 2024 411. Means just assume how many, like if you can communicate with only 10 devices for your home. So if one device is not working, like for example, if your door is not working, so how you can open your door? So it's automatic door. So there is a question for everyone, right? But so how these devices can communicate very efficiently and do work within the time, and it will give a response very fast, and it will give the feedback to the user. All this possible with IoT. So there is some centralized communication that is called internet. Through this internet, all the devices are connected, and it can communicate, it can share this information to one end to the another, and also it will give feedback like notification, email, whatever the messages the user want. All the things it will do very smarter and efficient way. So this is possible only with IoT. So anything we can do, any physical device, we can make it as IoT device, but only thing is that device should have internet connectivity. So it will take, like for example, if you take your laptop, so if your laptop is not having Wi-Fi, how you can connect to internet? You can use your mobile phone USB cable, and through USB tethering you can get the internet, or else you can give the internet through LAN cable. So in this device should have internet, and this device should connect to the internet. Then only we can possible to communicate that device and we can control. So here in day by day, so IoT hardware area, like if you go to the embedded industry, all the devices are smarter. Like if you are you see a lot of ads in ACs, like automatic ACs right now, that means all the ACs are making with IoT because future is there. Like everyone is interested to control their ACs automate, because for example, just now I explained you some example. Like if you go to your home, so before that this device identified your like selection. Like if you are coming to the house, like it will automatically turn off your AC before you reach to your house. So this is possible with IoT. And if you want to turn off your AC and control manually, that you can choose different option, that is as per the user requirement. So if you want automate completely, the device is completely automate and it will give feedback to you, the user. And if you want to control semi-automate, like you can select the option, and if you are not forget to turn off, turn on, like it will give some message and it automatically control. So this is different like uses depends on the consumer identity. Like here you can see this is the popularity of IoT, and in future also like lot more devices are connected with IoT, because of everyone is testing that IoT, and they can save lot of time and things make smarter, because everything is ready without dependent to the other person. So we can do all the things with machine, like this system. So this is possible with IoT. So here you can see this is a small graph, like total IoT prediction in 2024 is 411 billion devices. So not only this one, like you can increase lot more devices. So these devices are sending every time, every 2 seconds or every 1 second, a lot of information to the IoT cloud. So you can assume, like if you are sending 10 devices continuously for data to the cloud, what will happen? Like it will store vast data. If you are connecting 1,000 devices for internet, so where this data is stored, this data is stored in cloud. So by using this vast data, so we can analysis, we can predict better result. For example, if you are going to the agricultural sector, so if you are connecting this agricultural field to the IoT, that means there are some sensors or actuator placed at the IoT like that field, that sensors is measuring every thing, that information is sending to the cloud. That means uh, see here you can see every information means smart agriculture. Like there is a sensor, like what we can measure basically soil condition and rain like what is the moisture condition, and after that light condition. So what is these all the things we can predict. Based on that we can select the particular crop is suitable for this spring. Next spring you can use this crop, so that you can get better result before that. So these kind of prediction, how we can identify. So generally in olden days, like the people older people are giving suggestion to the youngsters, so that based on that their ideas, they can use particular field for the particular spring. So here in that result is may give better result or may not give. So but now everything like it's connected to the IoT, so that every time it is getting lot of data. The data it will store into the cloud, so that cloud it can predict. Like for example, if you are continuously predict for 1 year, so after next 1 year it can give better result. Like next year, this spring you will get this temperature, this light condition, and soil condition is this one. You need to use this much of water, so this field is suitable for this thing. So this all the things it will give in the better result in the graph format or UA format, so that everyone get better uh, result. So this is possible completely with IoT industry. See, so how IoT works. So anyone have idea about how IoT works? Okay, so basically IoT means like internet physical devices, right? So all the physical devices are connected at the first layer. Like here you can see sensing area. That means here it is having sensors, actuators, all are connected at first stage. So here you can see so for example, if you want to monitor some there is some vehicle, so there is some cold storage, like cold like related to food, like food items. Like if this is comes to the container or any fishing area, so it will send to the some larger place. So at the time, so we need to monitor every one of the uh, that box. So that box is having like IoT device, that is having with the sensors. That means it will measure the temperature and smell sensor and the GPS connectivity, all are there in single box. Like this, each and every box is having some different uh, IoT devices. So these all the devices connected to the internet, so that we can track each and every box based on the ID. So this is possible with IoT hardware. Like that hardware is having basic sensors, like what it requires. So if it is requires temperature, we can monitor temperature. If we need to monitor the location, so this is connected with GPS device, and this is having with display. So at that particular place, they want to monitor what is they can see physically at the employees. They can see every stage. If there is a smell is released, like it will monitor it is fresh or like the damaged food, we need to monitor. These all the things we can connect by using sensors. So there is some hardware is required. So if you want to connect this device to cloud, so we need some connectivity. What connectivity you are using? So here, if your house there is Wi-Fi is there, so that you can connect your router and you can share all the information. But if you send this box to the outside of the like travel like area, so how we can provide the internet? So for example, if you are staying at house, there is a Wi-Fi in your house, we can take internet through Wi-Fi connectivity, right? So if you are going after 5 minutes to outside, like how we can get the internet? So we can get the internet through mobile data, right? SIM technology. So that means there is some database recharge, so that we can connect through SIM technology. That means cell towers. Cell towers is everywhere. So if you go any one of the place, like we will get most of the places will get internet everywhere. So we can take connectivity through internet. So here we are assuming like as we are connecting some say a GSM modem. This GSM can take internet from the cell towers, and it will give connectivity to the IoT cloud. So these all hardwares every time is connected to the cloud. So that means a server or cloud, it will store vast data in cloud only. So here connectivity, what are the connectivities required? So how we can use wide connectivity means LAN, wireless connectivity means Wi-Fi, or you can use like SIM technology, like mobile technology, mobile towers, through we can get the internet. So that this box is continuously connected to this data processing session. So this is connectivity session. We have connections, like what are the devices we have. So those, based on these devices, we can take internet, and these devices makes every time is connected to the cloud. So here data processing unit means every 2 seconds it is tracking the live location and temperature and all the data. This all the data it will store in the format of like whatever the data format we are using, those data format it will store into the server, like in like a cloud. So this cloud we can get lot of data. So whatever the data is correct, whatever the data is not required, it will segregate all the data, and particular data it can give presentation through or like user interface, means they can use mobile apps, they can use web applications or tab applications, like, so whatever the application they want to use. So we can provide all the application interface through data processing session, and it will display all the things very user friendly in this application user interface area. So here we can see using mobile phones based on the IoT device they are providing. And if you want to see on web page, we can provide on web page. In web page we can see all the things, what is the temperature, box number, through RFID we can get the box number, and also, and here we can see all that information in the same area. So this is 4 sections. So first one is sensing section. Here completely that part is having hardware. Second one is connectivity. So whatever the connectivity we are using, so based on that connectivity we can make continuously this device is connected to the cloud, so that the cloud is every time is getting the data. So cloud is main part of the thing. So it will segregate, it will send feedback to the device, and it will control all it can possible with data processing unit, and also it will make very user friendly. Whatever the format the user want to see, it will give mobile apps or tablets or a web page, all we can do by using data processing unit, and user can see all the information. So like this, any one of the Internet of Things is working by using this process. So what is the internal architecture of IoT? So basically there are 4 layers of architecture provide following for every IoT device. So here you can see clearly what is first session, second layer, third layer, and fourth layer. So here you can see sensing layer. sensing layer in the sense, so here whatever the hardware is there, completely all the hardware is connected in the sensing area. So like sensors. So you know about sensors, right? Sensor means it's a physical device. It sends physical thing into like analog or digital format. That means like if you are want to measure your room temperature, so how we can measure? We need some specific device. That device is sensing that temperature is a physical thing, that physical thing into electrical signal. So it means it will provide small like 5 volts or like below 5 volts or 3.3 volts. That is a voltage. So it will convert that physical thing into electrical thing by using sensors. Actuators are nothing but it will do some actions along with sensing. Like if you are placing some kitchen set, like there is a some kitchen sensing device, there is a some gas leakage occur, then it will give alarm, automatically it will turn on the fan, so that we can get action, automatic feedback sensing. So this is possible with actuators. So this all the sensors is connected at the sensing layer. So this all the sensor is connected to the particular controller or processors. So do you have idea about controllers and processors? So I think you all some people, most of the people are coming from software side. So be here we need to know some basic hardware basically, or else we can't understand how the things is measuring. So at least you need to learn some basic things. See, if you are seeing your car, so there is some embedded devices. If you are seeing your mobile phone, there is some sensors here. What sensors you can observe in mobile phone? Anyone can say? Like how many sensors are there in your mobile phone? No sensors are there. Say yes or no.
Sensors are there. Motion
Yeah.
sensor.
So motion sensor, right? Okay. Yes.
Then bus.
Anyone else? So there are a lot of sensors is there in mobile phone. So only you said one. So anyone guess
Wi-Fi,
for others?
Wi-Fi sensor, Bluetooth sensors.
Okay.
Then talking about hardware sensors. Say for example, if I want to connect to a smart TV from the
Okay.
mobile, then we have
Okay.
another sensor here.
Okay. So I will tell you. So Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. So these all are not sensors. So Wi-Fi is nothing but it's a communication medium. Like it will Wi-Fi is nothing but it's a device which is communicating to the some device. Like Bluetooth is a communication medium. Like internet is communication medium. Like GSM is a communication medium. Sensor is nothing but it is doing particular task, particular thing to sense. Like for example, temperature sensor, what it will do? It will not provide connectivity. It will do only sensing thing. What it will sense? It will sense only outside of the temperature, or if you are using water temperature means it will sense the what is the hardness of the, like what is the heating percentage of the water temperature it will measure. Same thing if you are seeing with mobile phone, like lot more sensors there. I will tell you some basic sensors which you observe or not. Like if your proximity sensor is there, like if you are seeing with mobile phone like data sheet, or like if you are like features of the mobile phone, we can get all the things. Most of the people are seeing what is the front camera, back camera, rear cam, like so what is the features, what is the like pixels are rating, like what is the megapixel, or like what you can observe only this thing, and screen resolution you can see. But there are a lot more sensors are there. Like I will tell you some basics. So if your proximity sensor is there, when you there is common sensor in every mobile phone. How it works? So when you get a call, like that, the display is on, right? So when you keep your mobile phone near to your earphones, then automatically display gets turned off. How it will works? Because of proximity sensor. So because in your mobile phone consume 60 or 70% of battery consumption is doing with the display. So that every time, so if you turn on your display continuously, if you are playing some game or like watching video, so your display gets turned off within fraction of second because of battery getting drained very fastly, because display is consuming more power. So when you're getting call, like you need to you no need of like seeing the display. That's what proximity sensor automatically turn off your screen when you get a call. You just observe. And when you like there is accelerometer sensor is there. This is a common for all smartphones. Like if you are using game, you are playing game with the mobile phone. So if you are turning on left side or right side, that how it will identify that app. So based on the sensor, it will give the information to the app, so that the accelerator means if you are tilting left side, it will detect, it will automatically move the things in left side. And if you tilt right side, it will move right side, it will move front, back, all it will done with the accelerometer sensor. So there is some, so there is a lot of sensors there. Face detection, camera through algorithm we can do. So there are some mobile phones having IR proximity, so that you can control your TV using your mobile phone. So this is all sensing part. If you are seeing with if you observe with car, like what are the sensors there? Proximity sensor is there. Like this is common for all the cars right now. So if you are proximity, like ultrasonic sensor, this is not proximity. Proximity means it will detect up to less than 5 centimeters only, but ultrasonic it can detect, depends on the range, depends on the type, it can detect more than 3 meters to 5 meters. Like if you are parking your car, like it will detect the obstacles based on the ultrasonic sensors. Like there is some ultrasonic sound waves. When obstacle is comes to the near to the car, like it will reflect back to the sound to the receiver, so that it will identify exact distance, like where the obstacle is there, it will display and also give some alarm system. So this is possible with sensors. So it will only do the particular task. Just observe, it just detect the physical objects. So all the sensing unit and hardware unit, so this all the sensor is connected to the particular processors or controllers. Like controller means it just it can connect to physical devices, like whatever the sensing or all the devices connected to the particular inputs. Based on that inputs, it can read particular physical input, and it will give some output to the devices. Like it will send some information to the cloud. It will send that information through Wi-Fi or any whatever the connection you are using, Ethernet or SIM technology, whatever the technology you are using. That all information is sending to the cloud. So that is done with embedded processors or controllers. So there are a lot of embedded processor controllers are there. We can use any one. So but that should have internet connectivity. So this all the hardware sensing part is connected at the sensing layer, right? Later there is a connectivity, and what the connectivity they are using. They are using SIM technology through network. They can connect, communicate anywhere. Or internet means if you are placing at some particular place, house or hospital, anywhere, there is some wide connectivity or wireless connectivity. So you can connect using router. Also you can connect, like, so that should have connectivity. That is done with network layer. So these two are having hardware connectivity, network layer and sensing layer. So then this information is sending to the middle layer. So middle layer is having database connectivity, and all the whatever the these two devices like communicate each other and send information to the middleware layer continuously. In this device we can get a lot of data every time. So every 2 seconds, like for example, if you are using some cameras, the camera streaming every time, like it will store that lot of video streaming, that means lots of GB of data is storing per day. So we need to segregate whether the data is correct or not. So all the things is possible with data segregation, data deviation, like using different techniques they can do. Based on that, they can connect with the different applications. Or they want to see with the tablet, they can see. They want to see with mobile phone we can provide. They want to see with web applications, so web application we can provide. So if you are using hospital application, so hospital management, they want to see everything in the database, or mobile application, like a web page, we can provide web page. So if you are using industrial areas, we can provide. So application areas, nothing but this is user interaction that we can provide. So these all 4 layers. First layer sensing, network layer, middle layer, application layer. So based on that, we can provide uh, so IoT connectivity. So IoT things actually works based on this 4 layers. So where IoT applications are useful. See, so here you can see applications are like lot of applications. Like you can, if you go with home, like there is smart home, just now I explained. If you go to the, if you are like smart cities, like if you are making with some single home, you can build all the things is automation with smart homes. Like for example, here you just some things. Like when I go to my home, like there is some camera is there. So first entrance, it will detect my camera, whether this car is inside of the house, like owner car or like relative car, like what is it. Like we already gave some information to this camera. This camera is identifying our car details, and previous data it is matched. Like once it is capturing our like whatever the thing, like camera image, car image or anything. Or else if you are using any smart card, RFID tags, like toll gates we are using, so the card matching or not, so that it will give entrance, so that we can enter with the security thing, and we can enter in house. After entering your house, like we need to open door. So by detecting our face, like the door will automatically open. This is owner, and it will give feedback message to the owners. And also it can enter into the house, like we can control TV, AC, light, like windows, like temperature. All we can do manual thing, like or automate. Complete automation means without anything. So we can do all those things smarter. Like when it is night, like based on the light condition, there is a light sensor. It will automatically control the room light intensity, and based on the room, it will automatically control the AC temp, like compressor speed. And based on your interest, like if it is a, like they are using deep learning technology, so that they can do very better way. Like in this time, like based on your mood, it will automatically plays particular videos, particular songs, particular things. All it will do with these things. So this is all done with smart home technology. Like not only this one, you can connect any device. That device should have internet connectivity. So that's it. So you can provide all the things with smart application. You can monitor, you can sense, you can control. And smart cities means you can see make all the cities are smarter. Like if you are entering your area, so that you can get like lights, street lights automatically turn off, like which street lights on, which street lights off. If you want to, like if you get some street lights are damaged, like without your giving complaint, like the maintenance for people, they will get some notification particular street lights are not on today because there is a damage, we need to replace. They will get some feedback message. They will get transparency, means people also get some notification what time that street lights will get damaged. So time and date, everything is stored, so that they people also works very efficient, like feedback alert, so that they can do work within the time. So medical application and health application system, like nowadays in medical areas, health care areas, most of the things are are using IoT. So because here you can observe one image. So there is some patient on the ICU section. So how the doctor is monitoring this patient information? So here the doctor can monitor based on the sensor information. Like there are some particular sensor is connected to the patient. Generally you observe. So there is heart, like there are some ECU, like ECG sensor, like connected to the body. It can measure the heart rate. There is some temperature sensor, pulse sensor, oxygen level sensor. So these all the sensors is connected to the patient body, so that everything it measures and it will display on the PC or any other device. So they can see this all the details every fraction of seconds, and it based on this when the doctor came into the particular patient, he will see the particular data, right? So based on that, he can give next prescription, like you need to use this medicine, so on so, right? So this is generally happens in every hospital. Now if you connect this device to IoT, what will happen? Can you guess anything? So here we can do a better result. Like for example, so this information is everything is tracking and storing into the cloud, so that there is a doctor in like expert in somewhere, like he's not in some India, so he's in somewhere. So he need to this doctor not handling this patient condition, but he can give exact information, like you need to use this operation or so on, so medicine, but he need to see all the information clearly what he said. Like every second he can monitor from anywhere, so anywhere in the world. So he can open his mobile phone or app or any desktop. He can monitor every 2 seconds of every second of patient information, and heart rate, temperature, like body temperature, pulse condition, what is the BP fluctuation, all we can see, and he can give some suggestion to this person, and he can do at the same time. So some most of the people are using smart watches, right? So smartwatches do better things right now. So what are the sensors is having? Basically heartbeat and temperature, step count, how many kilometers per day you are walking, so what is the calories burning, everything is measuring. And where this information stored? This information stores in cloud, right? So this all the information is connected to the some IoT platform. So if you want to monitor the user can see particular app. You can see his status, like what is the calories burning per day, so what is the weight, what is the prescription, so how many calories need to burn. So this all the prediction it will do by using IoT, right? So if you by using this IoT, so the if you go to the hospital for after 1 week or anything, like doctor can see this previous data, like what is his previous condition and all. He can see by using single application open. He can see like heartbeat and percentage and temperature and all. Based on this condition, he can give better prescription. So this is all possible with IoT healthcare industry. So not only this one, we can do more better results in IoT healthcare industry. So if you go to the traffic areas, how we can control IoT? So anyone guess? So here also you can see traffic lights. So I am connecting IoT device to my vehicle, car. I am traveling in this car. So suddenly there is an accident at occur at so and so location. But so if we know this like accident occur immediate fraction of seconds, so while driving, so we can avoid that road. We can go to the particular next road. So whichever the road is accurate, so this IoT device is displaying on my car display, like so every like traffic areas, all the devices are smarter, like this device is connected to the IoT. So next traffic lights are connected to the IoT. That means there is a sensor, it can measure the accident occur or not. There is a camera can see the particular position, like the position is empty or there is a cloud, like people cloud, it can measure. So based on that, it will give accident detection thing, and it will send this information to the cloud. Based on that cloud, the user can get that information, and he can get the immediate notification there is accident occur. We can avoid that road, you can go to the next preferable place. So we can choose, we can save a lot of time, and this is the thing with possible with IoT traffic. Not only this one, anything like anything is possible, everything is possible with IoT. So there is sensors is there. So if you want to measure some industrial area, like you can see lot of problems in industrial areas, like in Delhi. So there is a pollution, huge pollution is there, right? So if you want to control that pollution, so IoT is a better solution. Like if you place sensing devices with connected with IoT, particular every industry, so that they can measure particular industrial areas, like what is the pollution percentage in that particular industry. It's rising every day by day, so that it can measure all the things and it will send to the cloud. So what time they are releasing pollution and all the things we can see. So not only this thing, anything we can do by using IoT. So understood about IoT application, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So not only single areas, like if you want to control aeroplanes, so our turbines are industrial areas. Industrial areas, you can see a lot of application, lot of hardware is there. All the hardware is communicate one into the each other, so all it can communicate one into the another, so very efficient way, so it can give better result. That is possible with IoT technology only. So it can see in real estate, smart grid, smart cities, smart home of building applications, smart wearable devices like watches, anything like any wearable devices considered as smart wearable device. Health industry, you can see all the reports and all. If you, for example, the bed patient want to talk to the particular relative, particular health caring person, so they can directly call and they can talk. They want to talk to the particular doctor, they can talk. So these all the things is possible with better way with smart healthcare. So even though in agriculture areas you can see, like even lot of sensors predictions is mostly do with all the government sectors by using IoT industry. So in industrial areas, if one product is manufacturing, so when the manufacturing is started, like what product, what things they are using inside of it. So we can see all the details within fraction of seconds by using the thing. And retail industry, like when the product is delivered, so where it is there, like every areas we are placing RFID technology, barcode, so we can track all the things by using like sensing device. We can get all the information with single application. So this is all possible with IoT applications. So what are the advantages of IoT? First of all, here we can provide efficient resource utilization. Like we can get a lot of data, so that data we can segregate. So whatever data is useful, we can monitor in that way. We can provide efficient result in machine to machine communication or machine to human communication, so that we can do with better accurate result. So that is possible with IoT technology. So minimize human effect means without human interaction, we can do lot of tasks by using IoT. Just now I explained you about IoT smart home. When I wake up, the things is automatically do their works. Like without, like kitchen makes kitchen is already breakfast, like heater is on, and so whatever the things you want to do the daily life, all the things is very smarter way, without using any third person help we can do. So we can save by using these things, lot of time we can save, and we can do the things within the time in better way. So that is all possible. And so enhance data collection. So in previous 5 years back, we don't have IoT connection, so that we cannot do all the data predictions is not possible. Now lot of things are connected with IoT, and every device is connected sending data every fraction of seconds. Like every 2 seconds is it sending data. That means per day how much data it is sending. It sends like huge data. So we can get lot of data right now. So that we can enhance this data, we can predict future what we can do. So in this year you are working like this, like you are working for 8 hours. Like next year if you work for 6 hours, like what is your future, we can predict by using different algorithms, techniques, using machine learning, so that they can give better result. So these all the things is possible with data collection. So we can get lot of data collection by using IoT technology. And so communication means it can communicate lot of hardware with machine to machine and machine to human. So that is very efficient way, and we can make all the things automate. That is possible. So finally we can provide better quality of life with smarter life to the everyone is possible with IoT technology. So IoT industry is not only stick for one areas, so everywhere IoT is there. So there are some small generally you can see there is a advantage there, so there is some disadvantage also there. So what are the disadvantages we can observe in IoT? Generally security means, so everything like you are giving acceptance to the uh, like some person, means network. If you are sharing your photos, your information to the internet, you can't say my data is secure, right? Anyone can hack your data very easily. So our, so you can't say like if a mobile phone is hacked or not, you can't say so perfectly, because we don't know like your mobile phone data, images or videos are like sharing that data information to the Google Cloud or some cloud. So that information is stored in cloud. Anyone can hack that cloud like data. You can collect the data, right? So security is main issue, means we need to provide security for the IoT, because we can get lot of information like your house, your sleep timing and wake up timing and everything we can see. Anyone can hack your data, and you can they can use different ways. So we can use different encryption description algorithms, so that we can provide lot of security things by using this IoT. Privacy is main important. Like privacy means how many persons can allow for home or like particular thing. Like if you are giving automatic door access to your home, how many persons can give privacy, like only particular person or relatives or whatever. So we can provide privacy issues also. Like all the things we can do in different ways, we can solve by using IoT industry. So complexity means, just now I explained you, if you are connectivity like 5 things to the IoT, like fan, AC or door, so that is fine. But if you are connecting your all the IoT device, like physical things with the same IoT device, there is some complexity. If something is not working, so what will happen? Everything, that is complexity is also one of the issue for IoT. But we can solve that complexity issue also with using different techniques. So those techniques can give better result to provide accuracy. So these are the basic disadvantages for IoT industry. So what the future in IoT? So everyone can get question mark in their mind, because so at the end of the thing, everyone can get this thing. See here, this is a IoT like jobs per every year, you can see. So number of developers per 2014 to 2020, you can see this graph. So there is some 300k employees are there in 2014, because there is no such devices are connected to the internet. But so as I said earlier, so a lot more devices are connected to the internet, because if you observe in advanced cities like US, every house they are at least they are connecting 3 devices to the internet. So they means lot of devices are connected internet every year. So every year they are increasing like the devices connected to the internet. They can think they can do smarter way. So that's what lot of devices connected right now, and future also increased. So that means every device we need to segregate, we need to connect, we can get lot of data. So there are different job roles. So what are the job roles is there in IoT industry, we'll see. So these are the job roles is there in different industries. So in 2023 we can have like vast jobs in IoT industry, because we can get lot of data. So we need to save, we need to protect, so we need to do all the things. So there is data analytics there, and network structural security protection is there, and device hardware, and we can get lot of network usage, so that we need to increase 5G technology and 6G. So we can increase the technology so that we can make long and fast internet by using cellular technology. So development, like all the hardware or industrial or like any manufacturing industry, they are making all the things with IoT, so that in all the areas. So these are the spectrums: artificial intelligence, information and data sectors, IoT governance, sensor innovative, social, legal, all the areas we can get different job roles, and based on these things. So you know about like data analytics is getting like highest pay salary in IoT industry, because of they need to maintain data segregation, they need to identify exact accurate data. So that is possible only with data analyst. So data analyst is getting highest pay because of this is the thing. Like no one is industry getting highest pay, because IoT is the leading industry. So it's if you see top technology below 10, so IoT is placed at below 5. So this is the best way you can see. So finally, if you want to learn IoT, so what things you need to know? You need basic hardware knowledge, like embedded knowledge, and basic C is required. So that you can do you can build any IoT connectivity, you can build any IoT platform. So this is the thing. So there is some different uh, scenarios there. We can go through the course section. We can do all the things with by hands. So if you have any doubts, we'll clarify with the same time. If you have any doubts, like after clarification of the doubts, only we can move to the next section. So this is all
Sir,
possible. Yeah.
hello. After the course done, can we get a job, means a placement?
Yeah. But so Durga Saab will tell you all the details. But so what is the course content? What we will guide you. So all the things we will give you with the hands-on experience. So if you want to see some simple example, also we'll provide you. So how we can connect with like controllers, processors, how we can communicate with, for example, if you want to make some smart home automation, how we can design that smart home automation, how we can create app, how we can create web page, how we can communicate and send and receive data. All we can give you hands-on experience. If you want to make Alexa home automation, so Alexa home automation, how we can do. If you want to do Google Home automation, how we can do. So these small things also you can learn by using this like course. So what's any other doubts? Ask me any doubts. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me freely. I will tell you. So after learning this course, so you can get lot of opportunities, because IoT is not only single company. So there are a lot more companies are using IoT as a like best platform, because even Google and Amazon Web Services like providing so best jobs industry with best pay scale. So these are the top scale industries. So top companies: Amazon Web Services, Azure Cloud, Google, Cisco is one of the best hardware and networking technology. They are providing things, and so these companies are providing cloud platforms. They can give better result. So even IBM, Honeywell, so all the companies are providing lot of IoT jobs. Like Bosch is a very big company, so they are all manufacturing with. So they are in future they want to make all the things with smart IoT, IoT washing machine, IoT fans, IoT homes, IoT ACs. So they can release a lot of things, because all the things are better. So if you learn machine learning and AI, so that is give very better result to get higher space scale. So this is the thing with this section. Any other doubts? So any
Hello.
doubts you can ask me.
So one doubt.
Yeah.
For example, if I have one device that is connected to an internet, and for example, if I'm going somewhere, and then if in case if the internet is not available for the device, then how should we connect to the device?
Yeah. So this is a very good question. Like, so with all the devices should be connected to internet, right? So if internet is fail, what will happen? Like we can't communicate the device, right? So there is some like the plan B is also there for every device. Like for example, if you are staying in your home, suddenly the internet connectivity is not coming, like what you can do? So you can have some plan B option also, like you can have with like manual option and automatic option. So you can control with password, like if you have keypad connectivity and Wi-Fi like automatic connectivity, there is a password you can enter, you can open that device. So there is thing is there, but internet should be there for every device. Without internet we can't communicate. So understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So any other doubts? So just like as your app is there, if you created one app, so you need to book your tickets for particular show, but internet is not there. How can you book? Okay, how you can book your tickets? You can't book, right? So there is some option B, you can call to the person, you can book, same like that.
Yes, yes. So okay.
So apart from this, any other doubts?
Sir, which kind of means which company currently using IoT based technology and so on?
So
Means
all the companies, like, for
uh,
example,
can you give me
um,
example?
yeah, so if you are watching with Netflix, right? So Netflix, how we can predict your interest? Like if you are watching some uh, like some series, like comedy series. So if you are watching for next comedy series, like automatically it will pop up same time of things which you are interested. Like same comedy series, it will automatically play. It will automatically pop up. So it will predict your information like every time, like where you are interested, which field you are interested. IoT is not only considered as hardware, like it will predict the lot of data.